Well, Arsenal and every other team that are interested in Pedro Neto have got ahead to be told the asking price of Pedro Neto. It has been revealed by one of the journalists, and he goes by the names of Peter O'Rourke, who corresponds or writes for the Footy Insider 24/7. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share if at all you're watching us for the very first time, and never to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We've come in with our first video of the day. Smash the like button close to 200 times, and don't forget to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. And here we come with the biggest story of the day, and it's coming in through for Pedro Neto. Then after Pedro Neto, we are going to talk about how Real Madrid have gone ahead to obviously make what we call a final decision to see to it that they announce the departure of Luka Modric and bid farewell to the fans of Real Madrid. And lastly, as Bayern was humiliated down in Lazio, that is Italy, Upamecano had some racist abuses directed towards him, and the side of Bayern Munich has gone ahead to stand with Upamecano because he was sent off. And guess what? The follow-ups were not obviously really up to the standards. So smash the like button, comment and share if at all you're watching us for the very first time, and never to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims barakallahu fikum, and those that believe in the good spirits of their family under the divine supervision of the Holy Spirit. May God reward you abundantly, because before the whites came here to bring in religion, you know what happened? We had our own gods that we used to speak to God through. I hope you caught me right. So the atheists, God will finally show you the reason as to why he is really the supreme God. Let's start it off with the story coming in through from Sports. Wolves will demand a fee of around 50 to 60 million pounds to sell Pedro Neto this summer, with Liverpool potentially ready to enter the race for the winger. You've heard it right. Now, Wolves have gone ahead, obviously coming through and really say that they've gone ahead to put this to 50 to 60 million pounds. All right. Now, you just have to ask yourself, is he worth that amount of money? I tell you, yes. Now, way back, 20, 25, 30 million pounds was really the second highest fee to bring in a player. And it was hard to buy a player beyond 50 million pounds. But right now, in an era where you can buy players of 100 million pounds, 120, 130, 60, 70, 80, 90 million pounds, then Pedro Neto at 50 million pounds to 60 million pounds, I think that's really a very good fee for the player who goes by names of Pedro Neto. I've already told you the advantages of getting in Pedro Neto for any team. One, he has a very good resale value. Why? He's 23. Even if he comes in at Arsenal or Liverpool or Man United and plays for some good seasons like 3 or 4, he'll be at 27. At 27, you can even sell him 100 million pounds depending on how his performances are averaging in those seasons that is going to have to be playing for these different teams altogether. That is Pedro Neto for you. So as we come into this story, Pedro Neto has so far scored 2 goals and put up 8 assists in the Premier League. When you look at the table of the players with the most assists in the Premier League, most assists in the Premier League this season, he is really ranked highly. And who has gone ahead to create more assists in the Premier League? Let us see. It's Kylian Trippier. He's having 10. Oli Watkins is having 10. Pascal Grob for Brighton is having 10. And Pedro Neto is placed 4th. You get? Pedro Neto is placed 4th. He has 8 assists. And with 14 games to go, Pedro Neto is going to continue to obviously get in more and more of those assists. It shows you that he's highly ranked when it comes to assists. And trust me, if you're Liverpool and Arsenal, all you need is Pedro Neto. For Arsenal, Saka needs a competitor. I've heard people say that he's so good that he doesn't need a competitor. I've seen players so good in every team, but they've always gone ahead to get replacements. Ronaldo at Man United had Nani to compete with, you know. Even Thierry Henry, however much he was a start at Arsenal, he had other players like Dennis Bergkamp, Sylvain Wiltord, I think he found there Nicola Anelka, there came in Robin van Persie when he's still there, to push him, because sometimes to get Bukayo Saka where you want him to be, you need a player like a Pedro Neto to keep pushing him. That is it. When Saka is struggling, then you get him off and bring in Pedro Neto. When you feel like when you feel like Saka needs to rest, you rest him and start Pedro Neto, or you let him play like 60 minutes and the last half an hour you give it to Pedro Neto. That is it. So I really know why Arsenal need a Pedro Neto, and I know why they're willing to spend 50 to 60 million pounds on him. To me, it's a fair price. It's a fair price for Pedro Neto to be at that, because I think he is that good. He is that good. Like you see Declan Rice. When Declan Rice was at West Ham, I saw how good he was, but I never knew that his quality would really improve to the level that it has gone ahead to improve at Arsenal. And the reason is simple. You are having what we call quality players playing around you. When you're having quality players or players of quality playing around you, you really become one of the best players, because iron sharpens iron. Quality complements quality. That's all about Pedro Neto. So Arsenal and other teams that have gone ahead to show interest in Pedro Neto have been told his price. And as you know, at the end of this season, he would have gone ahead to put in a double figures of assists and maybe a double figure of goals. You never know what's going to happen for him. If at all he keeps himself fit, then the rest will be history, and he'll be one of those players that are going to be highly wanted by Arsenal in the market, and Liverpool and Man United. And for Arsenal, one will ask, will they be having that money to spend huge on players like Pedro Neto? I tell you, when Arsenal exempted themselves from really spending big in the January transfer window and they brought out no one player, that meant they are charging up for the summer. I brought you a story that Arsenal had gone ahead to secure funds that they would pay for Douglas Luiz, because they had gone ahead to collect 70 million pounds from the matches they played in the group stages, and there were 6 matches. They went ahead to win 4. Loans at home, Sevilla home and away, PSV at home. Those are 4 wins. Then they had 1 draw away with PSV and a loss to RC Lens. In total, they collected 70 million pounds. Now, we don't know how much the match day revenue was for the 3 games that Arsenal hosted in the Champions League, and we all know that the ticket for the Champions League is always expensive, you know. And when those funds come in through at the Emirates, they have to buy some things, you know, the souvenirs, the shirts, the caps, you know, they have to drink, they have to eat. So they find themselves spending more than what they've gone ahead to pay for the ticket. You understand? So Arsenal has the money, and they might go in for Douglas Luiz, you know, they might go in for Victor Osimhen, and they might go in for a Pedro Neto. That is it. Arsenal can go in for 2 players of 100 million pounds and then add on a Pedro Neto of 50, and they might really find it that way. But remember, there is a deal they have to first make permanent, that of David Raya for 27 million pounds, and I think that is gonna go as soon as possible. The transfer window really opens. As I told you, that his contract has already been signed in between him and Arsenal, and Brentford has also gone ahead to identify the goalkeeper that is going to replace this guy at the side of Arsenal, and they're really willing to spend huge onto him. So that's all about Pedro Neto. Liverpool is another team that is really needing Pedro Neto because they don't know whether Mohamed Salah will stay. Why Mohamed Salah? Mohamed Salah was targeted by the Saudi Pro League and is a Muslim. He wants to go to Mecca and he doesn't want to disrespect Allah. 200 million pounds were put on the table, and I think if Liverpool gets in Pedro Neto, I think he can obviously offer them something a little bit similar to what Mohamed Salah really offers them. Manchester United has also gone ahead to add Pedro Neto to their list of the left-footed right forwards that they are targeting in the summer. Remember, their priority target is Mike Olise. You get. So that is it concerning Man United, and it has been really good to note out that a pricing of that is really needed. And let's go to another story coming in through from Real Madrid. This man has been at Real Madrid for almost a decade. That is, he's called Luka Modric, and we've been told by Relevo coming in from Spain that Real Madrid are considering announcing Luka Modric's departure even before the season ends, so that he can get a big farewell from the fans. You get? He has been at Real Madrid for a very long time. That is Luka Modric, and he has been one of those best outcomes that they've gone ahead to buy. They bought him for like 80 million pounds. They bought him for like 80 million pounds from they bought him for 80 million pounds from Tottenham Hotspur, and the rest has been history. He has gone ahead to produce lots of good moments at the side of Real Madrid, and this player was born on 9 September 1985, meaning that he's almost hitting 40 years of age. When you look at his information at Real Madrid, his shirt number has been shirt number 10. He has gone ahead to play 346 games for Real Madrid, and it shows you how huge he has gone ahead to be into that side of Real Madrid. He has been part of the historic Madrid team that went ahead to win the Champions League 3 times in a row under Zinedine Zidane, something that has never been done. Remember, at first, no team had ever gone ahead to defend, the Champions League ever since it really got that name of the Champions League. I know way back when it was called, is the Cup Winners' Cup, something of the sort, it was really defended by a certain team. But Real Madrid side that had Modric, Ronaldo, Toni Kroos, Karim Benzema went ahead to lift what we call the Champions League 3 times consecutively. And Man City are really working hard to see to it that they really set the same level of performances this time around, because it's one of those teams that you cannot rule out on winning the Champions League and defending it and really taking it home again. So that is Luka Modric for you. But he's a very good player. His destination looks to be Saudi Arabia. Cristiano Ronaldo, his former teammate at Real Madrid, who is now playing for Al Nassr, he's obviously trying to persuade him to come in through and really join the party. And what is that party all about? The party is all about him coming in through to be he has told him to come in through and really join the party to be what we call a player of Al Nassr. But he's still really contemplating on his next move. He might even want to go to Italy a little bit. You never know. He might want to go to Italy, and after going to Italy, then he'll find himself in a better position. So that is it coming in through from the man himself called Luka Modric. And it's good to obviously bid farewell to a player like that, because when you remember Ronaldo, I don't think he got a farewell, because after them winning the Champions League, the next step was him leaving for Juventus. I think it was like 31 years of age. That is it. So after that, let's go and really talk about the game of football that really happened yesterday. Upamecano was red carded, as you see there, and a penalty was given to the side of to the side of Lazio that saw them go one ahead, and they won that game of football by just 1-0, because Bayern Munich never even had a shot at goal. No shot on target for the side of Bayern Munich. And after he was being sent off, lots of racist abuses were directed to him. And guess what? Bayern Munich have gone ahead to stand with their player, and they went ahead to issue a statement that went ahead to console the player. And the statement read, "We condemn all the horrible racist messages and comments towards Dayot Upamecano, who is writing such things is not real Bayern Munich fan. We are with you, Upamecano." And we saw it, by the way, at the Euro finals of 2021 at Wembley, when Sancho, Rashford, and Bukayo Saka went ahead to obviously miss out penalties. They were attacked. They are seriously abused, and it was really very stupid of those fans. Some were arrested, but trust me, it really needs a player with a thick skin to obviously come in through. But the red card was genuine because he missed the ball and went ahead to really go for the area between the foot and the shin. That's where he really went. And that really resulted into him being sent off the field of play. That is Dayot Upamecano, and he's going to miss out on the next encounter of games of Bayern Munich. But Bayern Munich went ahead to really look ugly on the day. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Tell me your thoughts about Arsenal told Pedro Neto's price. Would you obviously cash in 60 to 50 million pounds for Pedro Neto? All that and more into the comment section below. And what do you make about Real Madrid planning a farewell for Luka Modric? And remember, Luka Modric told Adagula that the moment I leave, shirt number 10 is gonna be yours. Though Adagula is not gonna hit to get enough minutes at the side of Real Madrid. Then, should they keep him a little bit for one more season, or they should let him go? And which team would you think should sign him? Should Luka Modric go to Saudi Arabia, or he can play some 1 or 2 seasons still in the topmost leagues of the world? And lastly, Upamecano, what do you have to say about those people that went ahead to obviously send racist abuses to the German, to the Bundesliga and French international? That is Dayot Upamecano. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye, my mates.